Something unusual is unfolding at the edge of our solar system. Something cold, dark, and completely silent. Telescopes positioned across Chile, Hawaii, and Antarctica have all captured the same disturbing anomaly drifting through the black void of space. An object moving slowly toward us. No heat, no light, no reflection. Something that behaves like it does not want to be found. Something that does not belong here at all. It started with a faint distortion, a tiny bending of starlight at the outer boundary of the Kuiper belt. At first, scientists called it a sensor glitch, maybe atmospheric interference. But the distortion grew. Night after night, the object warped the same patch of space. Something invisible was passing through, something massive. When the object finally revealed itself, astronomers were stunned. It wasn't round like an asteroid. It wasn't icy like a comet. Instead, it was long, smooth, metallic. Over 300 meters in length and moving in a straight, deliberate line. It didn't tumble chaotically like natural objects. It glided as if controlled by something inside it. As soon as multiple observatories confirmed the shape, everything changed. The object absorbed light instead of reflecting it. It moved with controlled speed changes. It corrected its path. This wasn't a rock. This wasn't debris. This was engineered. The world didn't know yet, but every space agency did. Scientists began cross-checking gravitational lensing data. They ran simulations. The results came back the same. The object behaved like a dormant spacecraft, or something more advanced than anything humanity has ever imagined. Then came the first signal. A soft pulse at a frequency no natural phenomenon should produce. It wasn't a message. It wasn't communication. It was more like a machine's heartbeat, a ping traveling inside itself, every 11 minutes like clockwork. The object wasn't speaking to us. It was checking itself, waking up. When this leaked online, panic spread instantly. News channels ran emergency broadcasts. Governments issued statements telling people to stay calm. But behind closed doors, the situation was escalating fast. Satellites were reoriented toward the anomaly. Deep space tracking systems usually reserved for nuclear detection were activated. For the first time in history, humanity was preparing for something truly unknown. Meanwhile, the object entered a region of space where the sun's gravity should have bent its trajectory. But it didn't. It resisted the curve. The only way an object can do that is if it has propulsion, or internal mass distribution we don't understand, or technology far beyond ours. As weeks passed, the anomaly reached a place where telescopes could finally capture a detailed image. What they saw silenced every room. The object had markings, grooves carved into its metallic shell. Fractal patterns repeating infinitely, mathematical constants, sequences that looked intentional, intelligent. The surface material glowed in waves, reacting to solar particles like living skin. Space agencies held emergency global meetings. Scientists debated if the object was a dead relic, a probe, a seed, a lifeboat, something ancient drifting between stars. Some even wondered if it was searching for its creators, or if it was returning to something that was already here. Then everything changed. As the object neared Neptune, it rotated for the very first time, slowly, precisely, as if scanning the solar system. The glow on its surface intensified. Radio telescopes detected new signals deep inside it, like systems powering up after a long hibernation. And then it accelerated. No fuel trail, no heat signature, no visible propulsion, just silent, perfect movement. By the time it crossed Uranus, its pulses grew more frequent, not random, increasing in complexity, as if the object was anticipating something, searching for something, listening for something. When it approached Jupiter's magnetic field, an event occurred that shook every scientist on Earth. The object used the magnetosphere as a slingshot, riding magnetic tension like a sail. No human spacecraft has ever achieved such a maneuver, not even in theory. Yet this object executed it flawlessly. Its new trajectory pointed unmistakably toward Earth. Panic spread worldwide. Military forces across nations coordinated. Satellites focused on the object. At this point, even the most skeptical scientists admitted the truth. The object was not falling. It was navigating, adjusting, choosing its path. As it passed Mars, its glow intensified. Its engravings shifted like moving symbols. Every surface pulse resembled a language, not one we could understand, not one based on sound or logic, but one encoded into the material itself, a language made of physics. And then the most terrifying discovery came from Earth itself. Radio telescopes detected faint returning echoes. Something on Earth was reflecting the object's signals back to it. Weak, buried, ancient, something deep below the surface, something that should not exist, something responding to the object. This object wasn't exploring, it wasn't attacking, it wasn't lost. It was searching, following a signal older than humanity. As it approached Earth's orbit, the object slowed dramatically. Nothing slows down in empty space without propulsion. Yet this did, like it was preparing for arrival, preparing for contact, preparing for reunion. It positioned itself between Earth and the Sun, not blocking light, not threatening, simply watching, waiting, listening. Humanity held its breath. Across every continent, people stared at the sky. News anchors whispered instead of speaking. Scientists trembled. Governments issued encrypted messages. No one knew whether this was the beginning of contact or the beginning of extinction. And then the object pulsed one more time. A single powerful glow rippled across its surface. Not a weapon, not an attack. A signal, a call, a message sent to something ancient buried on Earth long before our species existed. Something that is waking up now. And whatever happens next, the future of humanity will never be the same.